Morning everybody, Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Project, and also TR Tech Tactical. By the way, check out my other channel for, if you don't know already, I've split off my outdoor and survival and preparedness videos over to the tactical channel. It's not all just shooting, don't let the name deceive you, but hope you all go over there and check it out and subscribe and follow along for some cool, exciting videos. We have some really neat things coming up this year, some off-road excursions, and I'm working out some plans for some really extreme hardcore survival outings. So it's going to be an exciting year for that. But a lot of you know this already, but I'm just repeating. I've separated the survival and outdoor from the Do-It-Yourself World and Off-Grid Project, so that those who just want Off-Grid Project and tiny house videos can watch that, and those who want survival and outdoors and preparedness can watch that. If you want both, please subscribe to both channels and enjoy. Hope to see you there. I want to talk to you today. It's a dreary, gloomy day outside, which is perfect. I've been wanting to do this video for a while and talk to you about where I'm going with the channel and how to improve things. I would like to actually have your feedback on what you want to see, what you want me to do, and also explain a bit of the methods behind my madness of why I'm doing what I do right now. First, let me explain what I'm doing, and then I'd love to get to the point where I'd like your feedback. I get a lot of comments from people upset that I never finish a project, in quotes, never finish a project. Well, it is raining out right now and my head is dry, so that to me is a major accomplishment. There's a lot left to do, but if you look at like the paneling behind me and around me, I still got to do the trim work, but the walls at the living room and the ground floor is, the walls are pretty much done. Wood stove works. Anyway, this isn't about defending myself, it doesn't matter. Fact is, my chicken coop works. I've got a lot of stuff out there. The garden tractor works. Anyway, but I jump around a lot, and I know that annoys a lot of people. But here's the deal. Alright, imagine you have a 9-to-5 job. Most people have a 9-to-5 job. I know not everybody, so please don't tell me, no, but I work 8 to 7 or whatever. Anyway, most people have a day job or a normal job with set hours. They go to work, and they do their job, and then they come home and they do their hobbies, like gardening, or working with the chickens, or whatever. Building a new chicken coop, working on a new house. After your day job. Well, I make videos and I operate and run multiple websites. That's my day job. That's my primary job. And it is my source of income. Some people are actually confused and think I'm jobless, homeless, and an e-beggar, as I've often been called. Well, that is far from true. I am fully employed, full-time, making videos and running my websites. And that's my day job. Now, it would be quite boring, I think, if, let's take the tiny house siding for example. If I just worked through 2 weeks every single day, tiny house siding, 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 I do think I'd start to lose subscribers. And you've got to think about it from that standpoint. I have to entertain you, the viewer. Everything I do has to keep you, the viewer, entertained. If I'm doing the same thing every single day, all day, nailing on a shingle, nailing on another, nailing on another, all day, every day for 2 weeks straight, you're going to get bored, and I'm going to get bored, honestly, because it's the same thing, and I don't even think I would do video after a couple days of it, because it wouldn't make any sense, and you wouldn't watch it. And so I like to mix it up. And I hear a lot of feedback from people. They like to check out and see what's Troy doing today. Well, that keeps it interesting. You never know what I'm going to do today. And I think that's important to keep it entertaining. I am, in a way, in the entertainment industry. I'm making videos for every day. That's my job. And first and foremost, I have to entertain you, the viewer. And so I mix it up. That's one of the reasons I mix it up. So I'll work on the chicken coop for a while. Now that project was an experiment in a different type of video work. And I'll get to that in a minute. I hope I remember that. The chicken tractor and the way I did the videos. You'll notice that I'll work on the kitchen cabinets for a day, and then I'll work on something else for a day, and I mix it up. That keeps it interesting for you. And again, remember, this is my primary source of employment, so that has to be interesting. Now, back to the tiny house siding. We've had a lot of rain, and working with wet wood is awkward. Now, working on the chicken tractor with slightly damp wood, if there's shrinkage and stuff because the wood is really wet when I'm working on it, and then the sun comes out and it shrinks, hey, no big deal. There was overlap on the boards, so it doesn't matter. That stuff can expand and contract all at once. It's never going to make any difference the way I built that chicken tractor. Now, on the house shingles, I'll show you. Right now it's pouring rain out, but I'll show you on another day. Unfortunately, some of the last shingles I didn't wait 3 entire days after it stopped raining, and they shrunk, and now there's a massive gap in between. So I cannot, based on weather, continue certain projects, or it will be ruined. My wall over here in the corner that I did in December has massive gaps in between the boards. The paneling here looks good. I did that when it was dry season in the fall. In December, I wanted to finish that wall. I wanted to get it up. It was a wet season. I had the wood inside. I cut the wood on the saw. I kept it inside for a couple days, hoping it was cured enough. Put it on the wall, and throughout the winter it shrunk horribly. I mean, it's okay, it's acceptable, but it's not what I wanted. I'm not at all pleased. And same with the siding on the tiny house. If I go ahead and slap all that stuff up, regardless of the weather, regardless if it's wet or dry, it's going to shrink and it's going to be a mess. Also, finances influence what I do. And what you don't understand, I have a limited budget. I can't just go out and buy siding and flap it on like everybody else. I just don't have the money. Plus, it wouldn't help anybody. My goal is to teach people who have lost everything, who are restarting. One of my goals, I should say, because I have a lot of different types of people and viewers. I have people who are watching electronics and are anxiously waiting for me to get back to that. But one of the things that I do is, as happened to me, I lost everything. I lost my job, lost my home, and I got back on my feet again. How? Not by buying thousands and tens of thousands of dollars of stuff and building a brand new beautiful McMansion. No, I use mostly recycled materials and am still using, which takes time. It takes so much time to break that stuff down. It takes time to take out nails and to straighten out boards, and I mean, it's a lot of work, and a lot of it I don't do on video, which hopefully will explain some of the gaps in what I'm doing. But also the fact that, for example, I'm running out of tar paper for the siding for the house. Not to mention the weather is not really exactly the greatest right now for siding the house. So, no tar paper means that's on hold for a while. And I did the chicken tractor. That was my #1 top priority because the hawks were hitting my chickens 6 to 8 times a day recently. They have been trying and trying and trying. Then my little tiny bantams, those are my special birds. And I want to breed them for sale. I want to raise those little tiny birds and breed them for sale. Well, if they're dead, I can't. And those I bought at Tractor Supply. There was a blind buy. They were in a container called bantams, and I didn't know there's medium-sized bantams and there's tiny bantams and there's different breeds and sizes. I love the ones that I got. It was a mystery mix. I got 1 rooster and 3 hens. I'm very happy with that, and I want to keep them alive. So that was a rush job to get that chicken tractor done, because the hawks are trying and trying and trying to get in. Sorry, I realize I'm petting my couch. This is a really soft blanket. Anyway, I really wanted to protect them and save them. The hawk lines are stopping the hawks, but the hawks are there, and they'll sit in a tree right outside the chicken pen, watching and analyzing, just trying to figure a way to get in, or wait for the chicken to walk into the runway area where there is no hawk line yet. And often I'll hear a chicken shrieking and screeching like mad. But fortunately it's one of the bigger birds, and they still have their winter feathers. And so far no bird has been hurt. And so far I've been able to chase off the hawks. But if they get one of my little bantams, that's it. That's the end for that little bird. I did lose 1 rooster in winter. One of my bantam roosters. I had 2 of the same. One is gone. I found a mess of feathers on the ground one day, and that was the only trace of him I found. He was gone. So I really was desperate in fixing that. So I hope you understand why that was a top priority of all before anything else, because it was so urgent to get those birds protected. That will be another source of income for me, which will help me finish the projects quicker and better. Now, chicken tractor videos. I started out with 35 minute videos, and then I started talking to friends, YouTube friends, my viewers actually, who a lot of you guys help me, advise me, and give me your feedback and opinions. And I was asking, what can I do different? What am I doing wrong? My views are staying the same pretty much, but my income from YouTube has dropped horribly. It's sickeningly low. And I've got to get that up. And I was talking to my friends about, what do you think I can do to make and improve my video performance? One guy says, well, less ads. Somebody else says shorter videos. Somebody else says more talking, less work. Somebody else says less talking, more work. It's funny, but I get a lot of conflicting advice as well. But what I've come to the conclusion that even my own mom won't watch a 30-40 minute video because she doesn't have time. It just is too inconvenient for people. So you'll notice in the chicken tractor I started doing 30-minute videos and cutting up the day of work. And then I started doing 15-minute videos. Now, it makes the project extend for a longer series of videos, but I've noticed, and I want to thank you all, I got a lot of compliments on the changes I made. So I want to thank you for that, for letting me know what you think. I'm going to continue on with the shorter videos for a while. So instead of one 30-minute video with 3 ads, well, a start ad and maybe 3 in the middle, you're going to get a 15-minute video with an opening ad and 1 in the middle. That's it. No more overpowering amounts of ads, which will further reduce my income, but I'm hoping it'll increase my views because people will be more satisfied and watch the video through. And the more minutes you watch of my video, the higher it ranks on YouTube in the search engines. So that's important too. So shorter videos will help increase my minutes watched, increase the ranking of my video, and hopefully you'll have more time to watch them. So that's the idea. So let me know what you think on the changes. Somebody else says your videos, I hear this a lot, you don't edit your videos. Well, I was confused because I sit here for hours and hours and hours on the computer every day editing my videos, but everybody says you don't edit your videos, you should edit your videos. I'm still quite confused on what that means. I'm still trying to work that out because I spend hours working on the computer every day. Actually, I get a lot of flack from people for wasting hours on the computer when I should be out working, but video is my job, out there working is my hobby, so in a way, although I'm recording me working, it's you got to find a balance there. I have to answer comments, run the forum, and all kinds of stuff. And I also deal with, I have a lot of stuff goes on that I don't talk about off video, of how the business runs. I do have a business because I own websites. I have to run that business, and I don't discuss that on video because it's not about the off-grid project. So just so you know, there's a lot going on in the background. So I hope you like the way it's done. I'm going to start putting some transitions in between the video clips. And I know I need a good introduction clip for my videos. And I'm working on some commercial clip for an introduction to the off-grid project and the do-it-yourself world. Now, here's where you can help me and a reason for this video. I need your help, I need your advice, I need your feedback. What do you prefer? This is open now. This video is an open discussion, and I'm asking you, the viewer, what do you prefer? Do you want longer videos, shorter videos? Do you mind the more commercials or the fewer commercials? Do you like and prefer the transitions in between? Tell me what you mean by editing. What do you want to see me do in the videos? Do you like the fact how I plowed through on the chicken tractor and did nothing but? Or does that annoy some of you, seeing the same thing every single day? If I'm going to lose views, although a few people like it, but I'm going to lose views because it's chicken tractor, chicken tractor, chicken tractor, chicken tractor, chicken tractor. Oh, boring. I know what Troy's going to do tomorrow. Chicken tractor, chicken tractor. You know, then that's not going to be a success. That is the one project where I plowed through. I did nothing but. I saw it through and I finished it as an experiment, partially, to see what you, the viewer, think, but also because I needed to protect my birds. So that was a huge experiment for me here. I took a massive risk, and by the way, my income did plunge 30% while I was doing this. So something wasn't good. I've got to figure out why. While I was doing the chicken tractor, boy, it took a plunge. So tell me what you think so I can better improve the video for you, for your entertainment, and for your convenience. Because that's what I do. I'm here to entertain you, basically. I hope to teach people what to do, what not to do. Often I make mistakes, and I guess you guys learn from that. Often I improvise and come up with creative ideas to do something. I hope you guys learn from that. I've got a lot of pallet wood ideas coming up this year. A lot of ideas for things I want to make using wooden pallets. Pallet wood furniture and pallet wood spice racks and letter holders and all kinds of stuff I've got planned this year. And see, projects, that's interesting stuff. So I've got to do projects. And it's not going to be all just tiny house construction, tiny house videos, because I have 60,000 viewers and only a few thousand are watching my daily videos. So that means about 57,000 viewers are out there waiting for me to do something else that they want to see. That's what this video is about. What do you want to see? What are you subscribed for? What do you prefer? Open forum. Let me hear it, guys. Now, on the other hand, I get comments about this channel is how do they say that? I don't know. There's somebody. I think the only people complaining are the trolls and the enemies. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about them anymore. By the way, you'll probably notice I've been very relaxed. My attitude has been better. I've been happier. I want to thank a lot of my subscribers out there who are helping clean up the comments because I can't. I have really less and less power over my own channel. YouTube is taking all of my control and giving it to the viewers, which brings me to another topic I'll get to in a minute here. But anyway, censorship. People keep saying my channel is super censored. Well, this is a family-oriented channel. That's my goal. That's my wish. You don't like it? Turn on the TV and watch whatever's going on there. I don't care about people complaining about censorship. It's clean. It's going to stay clean. And that's my choice. And as long as I have the ability to do that, or my viewers, whatever, I lost all power. I don't have any power. So I have, for one thing, hardly any influence over anything anymore, so don't yell at me. On the other hand, I do have curse word filters in place. They seem to be functioning. If you curse, I'll never see it. It just goes into oblivion because I don't have time to go through and try to figure out and sort through. So that's just an automatic thing. But anything else, I have no control. Which brings me to a point. I want to apologize. There's a lot of people who are emailing me saying they've been blocked or banned. And I didn't do it. There's something going on right now on YouTube. They're changing a lot of stuff. I notice just about every second or third day there's something majorly changed. I like the fact that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's a good old saying. Well, YouTube doesn't seem to believe in that, and they keep changing stuff. And one other thing is, I've had some people mad at me because I'll be going in and editing the comments, or going to like I still have some enemies. I'm not going to mention them much, but I do have some enemies. They're hardcore, dedicated enemies. They keep creating a new channel, and they'll come on and harass me or mock me or say something really, really slanderous about me to try to make my viewers hate me. Anyway, I'll go to ban them, and I'll click the down arrow, and I'll hover my mouse over ban, and all of a sudden the whole screen will shift, and it'll be over, by chance sometimes the down arrow of somebody else, and I'll click ban, and it'll be gone. I'm like, what just happened? There's no turning back. If you make an accidental ban, there's no turning back. You can go into the settings, and you can try to find that person if you know who it was, and unblock them. And there, though, you have a confirmation. Crazy. You can accidentally, by the flip of the screen moving, by clicking your mouse and the screen jumps, and you hitting a button, at that moment, gone, vanished. But if you want to unban somebody, you have to search for them, you have to click on it, and then you have to click save to confirm. Huh? Isn't that sort of backwards? But anyway, one of their wonderful changes. Another thing is, people are emailing me saying they've been banned or blocked that I didn't ban or block. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if the viewers are getting more power. I don't know if there's a glitch that the trolls are using. I don't know if there's a glitch where people are being lost somewhere. I do know that I'm losing a lot of subs, and I hear this from a lot of channels and from my viewers who were subscribed, and then they're unsubscribed, and they subscribe again, and then they're unsubscribed, and they subscribe again, and they're unsubscribed. So there's a lot of glitches in YouTube. Please don't be angry with me. I'm not doing it. I, as a channel owner, have less and less power, and the trolls, the viewers, the commenters, everybody else has more power. It's not me. I'm not doing anything. I don't have time much to mess around with that anymore, and I don't have the ability. So please forgive me. There's a lot of glitches going on. Another one I hear a lot, where did my comment go? Why are you deleting my comments? Why are you always deleting my comments? I don't. And then sometimes they'll come back and say, oh, my comment's back. What happened to it? I don't know. There's some weird stuff going on, and often I've noticed it's quite frustrating because I'll answer somebody in the comments, refresh the screen, and it's gone. It's just not there. Sometimes it comes back, and sometimes it doesn't. I can't explain it. It's a bug. It's a glitch. If your comment vanishes, and there was nothing evil, harsh, or cruel, pretty much you can be sure that it was a YouTube glitch. Wait a while, refresh your screen, and see if it comes back. It usually does. If it doesn't, really, I'm sorry. It's not my problem. It's not my fault. I mean, I didn't do it. Please have patience, and I hope they work out the bugs and the glitches, and they fix this pretty soon. It seems like they're really reprogramming the entire system recently, and hopefully improving it for everyone to make it a better experience for everybody. But in the meantime, please have patience, and please don't be upset with me. I really don't monitor. I answer all the comments I can, but I don't really censor, delete, or anything anymore very much at all. There's only, like I said, a few hardcore haters that I am always deleting because they always keep coming back, and I can recognize them. They have certain spelling errors and certain way of writing, and I know those certain few who they are. You can tell who they are. And some of them are always saying the exact same words. You get a new channel name, and the channel name is always some really off the wall. It's obvious that it was a fake channel created on that very day, and then you recognize the very same comments that the same people are always saying. So I mean, they're gonna keep trying that. That'll never end. But that's the nature of YouTube. People sitting in their basements, bored, hating life. They were probably bullied and picked on, and they want to take it out on the world. So all we can do is pray for them and hope that they'll open the door, walk into the light, and notice there's a beautiful world out there. Hopefully. Well, that pretty much wraps it up. Please tell me what you think. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you like. What do you want to see? What do you want to hear? This one is open for feedback. I will be reading all of the comments, and I'm figuring it's going to be a lot, so forgive me if I don't answer your particular comment on this one, because it's going to be huge. I'm going to take everything, I'm going to weigh it all in the balances. Often I get conflicting comments. Tiny house trim and siding. Perfect example. Some people say, put the trim around the windows and doors and on the corners of the house first and butt your siding up against it. Others say, put the siding on first and put the trim on over that. Which is right? Well, I don't necessarily think either way is wrong. I've seen both suggested by the professionals, by professional contractors. I've seen both ways done. Who's right and who's wrong? Well, I'm not going to get into that argument. I chose the way I prefer. If I have these shingles and it's butted up against a flat board, then you're going to have gaps. Now remember, all the fits people had, because the way I started my shingles, which I thank you by the way, the way I started my shingles, I was having one layer and another, and if rain got in, it would get behind the shingles below it. Ridiculous. I realized my error, and I've changed it. I've got a lot of compliments for why I changed it and how I changed it, so thank you guys for stopping me from making a bad mistake. But what confuses me and surprises me is when I have a piece of trim board and butt up the shingles to that, and the shingles are angled outwards, the rain can get right in behind those shingles and do exactly what people were telling me I shouldn't allow. Why are people thinking that's better? Well, that's not what this is about. But what I'm saying is I get conflicting advice, and I have to weigh it and figure out what's best for me. Maybe it's not the best in the world, but if person A says do this, and person B says do this, and person A says I've got 36 years in construction and contracting, and person B says I've got 36 years in construction and contracting, my brain just sort of fizzles and I become a little bit more zombie-like for the day. Anyway, so please give me your opinions, your advice, your suggestions. What do you want? What do you want to see? What do you prefer? I'm open for advice. I'm going to weigh it in the balances. I'm going to make my decisions, and forgive me if it wasn't exactly your opinion or your advice, but I am going to do what's best for the majority. And you can't please everybody every day, but you can try to please most of the people most of the time. Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Project. And again, check out TR Tech Tactical. See you guys later.